How's it, Keiki and parents? Welcome to the study plan. My name is Kumu Kim, and in this episode, we will be doing Grade 3, Week 3 phonetic spelling practice. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the like button down below. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm so that we can bring more views to this channel. Let me review the main idea. Grade 3, Week 3 spelling words from Moor. We are going to have 4 sounds that we will be covering in this week's words. The first one, long vowel sounds using silent E boppers. The rules for silent E boppers goes like this. The silent E jumps over the letter to make the vowel say its name. The 2 words that will be in this category will be life and while. The next sound we're covering are digraphs. And what digraphs are 2 or more letters that come together to make one sound. The first sound, ch, is made 2 ways. First way, TCH, and the second way, CH, will be used in the word pitch and which. The next sound, W, even though that can be expressed by one letter, W, is also a digraph when you have WH put together, and it still makes the same sound, W. That will be used in the word while and which. Our last sound, T, is going to be made by GHT. The G and the H are silent, but they are still a grouped sound, making the sound T. Next, we have 2-letter consonant blends. And these letters come together to make a combined sound. How they work. The first sound that we're going to cover is der, as in drink. Next we have sw, as in swim. And the last one, the sounds at the end this time, it's going to be nd, as in find. We have several irregular sounds that we're also going to be looking at, which is going to be UY, in the word by, which makes the I sound. The next one will also make the I sound, but it will be put together by the letters EY in the word I. Let's break apart these words by their rules. The first one, long vowel sounds, we're going to use life. Right? O, I, f. The E is silent and will be notated by an X. So even though it has a line there, we're helping our students understand that the X means that that letter's silent. It also is a cue to help them understand that this is a silent E bopper. So, only 3 sounds, O, I, f, each one letter. Next word, while. So while uses a digraph at the very beginning, w, which is WH. So WH will be notated by a line with a number 2 for the 2 letters that make up that one sound, w. Then we have I, ol, and again, the silent E at the end, which is notated by the line and the X underneath. After that, let's get into our digraph words, where we have the word pitch. Okay? In pitch, TCH makes the sound ch. So that's 3 letters. So when we get to that one, we want to have a line that has the number 3 underneath it to let them know that that ch sound is made up of 3 letters. And there's only 2 ways to write ch, which is CH or TCH. So they have to think in their head a little bit, which one is it? And how do I spell the 3-letter ch sound? So, pitch, p, I, ch. Next, we have which. That's w, again, a digraph, which is 2 letters, WH. So 1 line, the number 2 underneath to make them know that it makes 1 sound, but you need 2 letters for that 1 sound. I is in the middle, 1 letter. And ch at the end, here's our other ch sound, but this is a 2-letter ch. So we're going to put a 2 underneath that. All right. And our last digraph word in this grouping is going to be light. So we only have 3 sounds. Ol, I, t. And the t sound will be made up of 3 letters. The G and the H are silent. So you can put 2 X's there to help them know that they have to have 2 letters before the sound that actually comes to be. But it's a 3-letter sound, okay? Next, let's go into our consonant blends with 2 letters. All right, our first word, drink. We have der, but we're going to break this whole thing apart. So even though they are a combined sound, consonant blends are a little bit weird. All right, so we're going to break this into 5 different sounds. So we have d, I, n, k. We usually say E, right, for the I letter. But the reason why we're saying I is because the sound should say I, but it doesn't. So we have I, n, k to help them know. So d, one more time, d, I, n, k. Because we're spelling phonetically correct, we're not spelling how we actually pronounce it, which is incorrect. Next one, swim. So that consonant blend at the beginning, sw, and then m is going to come after that. But we're going to break it apart into its 4 different sounds. So we have s, w, I, m. Next, find. Again, 4 letters, 4 sounds, 4 letters, and it's going to be f, I, n, d. The I doesn't play fair because it says its name, even though it doesn't have a friend to help it do that, a friend vowel, right? So we're going to say I, but still write a line with a number 1 underneath there to help them know that it's only 1 letter. They should know that that is a I. All right, now let's get into our irregular sounds, okay? The word that we have for an irregular is buy. Ah, weird, right? How do you spell buy? There's 3 of them too. So the buy that we're using is the one when we purchase something. We go to the store to buy our food. Now, that buy is going to have a UY that makes that I sound. Only 1 sound. Okay, so we're going to write on there B, I. So 1 line for the B and 1 line for the UY. But underneath the UY, we're going to have a number 2 to let them know that it is 1 sound made up by 2 letters. Okay? Again, similar thing with the word I. We have 2 letters that make only 1 sound. EY is going to have 1 line with a number 2 underneath. And then the silent E, we're going to put a line with an X underneath there. Okay. We're helping them know that, hey, oh, there's a silent E at the end with that X. So those are our words for this week. Let's review. We have 4 different groupings of rules and sounds that we went through and described. The first one, long vowels, using silent E boppers. After that, we had digraphs, which are going to be 2 or more letters that make 1 sound, followed by 2-letter consonant blends, der, sw, and nd. And the last one, we have our irregular sounds, where there's groupings of sounds that don't follow their rules, okay, as in by and I. I hope that was helpful for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today, and I'll see you on the next episode. Mahalo.